And we're back in. Load that game. I forget exactly. We were...
Good, honest work.
Yes. We made our way to this inn. And we had to go, like, talk to the bridge guy, the carpenter, to fix some bridges so we can keep moving across. I pet my dog? Yes. No, this is how we need to start.
After it.
Yeah! That's awesome. This can be the whole game.
You like that, don't you?
You can pet the dog. You sure can.
We should think about pressing on.
What an amazing game. Alright, let's remember how to play this. Oh yeah, you're with us. Jill. We have our little jump. Oh, I can't attack in town, so I can't see where my buttons are. So we need to go find this guy down here to build some bridges. We've got a shop. Blood Axe Barracks.
Did you hear the latest from Delwick? Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
Using ice magic to chill your fish. That's the stuff I love to see in, like, fantasy settings. Is, like, casual use of magic, you know? Let me use magic to, like, wash my dishes or something, you know? It's just cool. It should, because that's what it would be. If people would just in general could do that, why wouldn't you? Neither of these are as good as my Gaia Blade +2. That's a better belt. How much more? I got a decent amount of gil. Meteorite. Music. Potions. I guess I'll buy this because it's better.
Much obliged. Very well.
Alright, let's get out there. What's the way to go? Looks like we can skedaddle on down that way, or we might have to take the long way around.
Any goods to East Pooley?
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
Such nice, peaceful music. I like that you guys teleported down. Thanks.
I don't care what your orders are, Granny. Get away from me!
What was that?
Oh, jeez.
Onto the bridge. Come on.
Oh, I just took a lot of damage from that.
There he is.
Okay. Lock on. That's dodge. Giant enemy crab.
Wake wind.
Nice. Yeah, game still feels immediately awesome.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all.
You're beset upon by
Bernard the
giant
carpenter, yes?
crustaceans.
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away.
That was easier than I expected. I didn't think he would literally be, like, right on the edge of the town.
The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind,
how did
but
you parse that?
far enough.
I see.
You just assumed.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right. And she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
You didn't think the dog.
Fetch!
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed.
Alright. Fill Martha's request.
I hear the levies are due to go up again. Do you like that?
Chocobo.
There's plenty more where that came from.
How long till I get a chocobo? That's what I want. I don't mean to sound greedy. I already have the dog.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
It's more than the floor we got from the last inn. 600 skill points.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth. About why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
And I forgot how good his voice
Hell,
is.
aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it.
Damn.
Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
That's fucked up.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
Cool. How far is that? Sorrow-wise. Yeah, I am missing Sid, but Jill is nice. As long as we don't lose Torgal.
Make sure you're aiming that at the
I'm pretty sure Clive is like the only playable character for the majority of the game. You just get different people in the party with you. Where is it? Yeah, you get your little pixel art, little sprites of them down at the bottom, which is super cute.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best
Whoa!
for concern.
Is that a, like, tropical chocobo?
For a
What is
child
that?
To be blamed. To be
I know we're
hated
talking
by
about
its
heavy
parents
stuff right
through
now.
no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Yeah, at least there is a little party. But I get it, the combat is a lot more involved. Bluebird. Little guy. Oh, you want to throw down. Yeah, the combat's, like, got more to it than just, like, a turn-based game, so... Can't, like, have multiple playable characters. It's fine. Clive is fun enough to play as. We'll get the party switching with 7 Part 2. Megalo Crab! That technically not a chocobo, that was a bluebird. And he attacked me. You know, I kind of like that the area just, like, fills out once you enter the zone. I don't have to worry about hitting every little corner to fill out the map, you know, with, like, a fog of war. The wrong way. Got distracted. Fighting the airborne enemies is actually really fun with your ability to either, like, teleport up to them or pull them to you. That's cool.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Nice. I'm excited to see what other, like, forms we can get.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Grieger go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
What awful horrors are going to be inside this abbey?
I don't want...
Treating myself after the Indie Crusade? Yeah, absolutely.
Please, Father. Help me for the pain. I beg you.
Let's play an absolutely fantastic game instead.
Fate. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Just forced to use so much of your magic that you just wither away.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
So it's just like, you can just happen to be born with the ability to use magic. Just everyone hates you. Just magic slaves. Oh god! Evil plant! On a different note. We leveled up. That's fun. Fun video game. Yeah, the dog. The dog just makes me happy. Torgal, every time they come on screen. Yeah, nice, happy, grassy field. A bright, colorful plain. Music is phenomenal, too. It's great at setting a mood.
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts. Where'd you get these turnips? Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Alright, didn't think you asked and saw the atrocities.
It was good, honest work.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now.
Leave this
Got questions that need
the
answering. ain't you?
horribleness behind.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
Seal. Slumbering chocobo.
And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Such like an ominous quest complete sound. So much money.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you.
How old is Sid supposed to be? He's playing like the old man. But our main character isn't the usual like 17 to 19-year-old. He's actually like 28.
For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool.
Yeah, I think that was the math.
People forging their own futures.
Because what they said, Clive was 15 in the prologue, and then it was 13 years later. So Clive is about 28.
But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes.
Man, there's just like a point we're getting to with modeling characters into like faces in video games.
Aye. We best head back then.
I think the last time I really felt like looking at like a character's eye in a game, and it reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. Just how like human Barrett's face is. Ooh, new quest. Oh, we got some side quests. Let's check them out.
I have to find it. Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time
The
and the
Red
inclination,
Scare, but it's magic
I can do
users.
with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive,
Yeah, just let this asshole
might
go.
take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
Which way is that?
Before Ronald takes matters into his own hands.
False friends. And this
Bearers are
one.
hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool.
There's a ladder right
I've got
there.
your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed
Of course.
Claimed it.
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Let's go get a new
Don't
one.
worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say. The ladders, right over there.
It's better be worth it, guy. 1,000 gil. Bog crab. Let's do it.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
It's over.
Just kick him.
Stay down.
Oh yeah, she has her ice. Can't like control her. It'd be nice if I could like call her out to do a certain thing, you know? But I guess that's what Torgal's for.
This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Man, I was looking at how I want to do another like crowd control soon, and I was looking at Donkey Kong Country to do, which I do want to play Donkey Kong Country with crowd control, but they just announced today that they're adding the Crash Bandicoot games to it, and that's going to be an absolute terror. Crash 1's hard enough by itself, so when that comes out, we'll probably be doing that.
Yours, I presume.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
Yeah, I saw that Persona 3 thing as well. Very stoked for that game.
Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made
Pikaterra makes them all the better. Exactly. That's why I was leaning towards doing Donkey Kong Country 2 instead of Donkey Kong Country, because that game's just harder in general.
My nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones.
They didn't have a specific date for the Crash games, though, but it was going to be the Crash, like, remaster trilogy.
And the Empire tightens its purse strings.
They just said soon.
Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
But yeah, we'll play Donkey Kong Country soon, and Crash next, probably after that. I love those games, and we played through them forever ago. And that was the last time I played them myself, so it's been a couple years. Be down to at least try Crash 1. Are you the guy I'm looking for?
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as I happen.
Chuck?
He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
And this is a pretty game. He's down there. I'll do this and then... Oh, we got another side quest up here. And then our main quest. I did see a thing about how, like, most of the side quests aren't, like, super worth it. And it seems like a lot of them are pretty fluff so far. Like, these are the most exciting side quests we've done so far. Apparently there's, like, hunts and stuff like that that'll be a bit more exciting.
A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
But luckily the combat's fun enough, and just exploring is fun enough that even a pretty basic side quest
Someone made sure work of them.
is still enjoyable.
I wonder if that someone was Norris. Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And... sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh. I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
I love being able to see like all these landmarks from almost anywhere on the map. It's super neat. It's just novel. I hope we'll be able to get some of that with like 7 Remakes Part 2. Like just seeing the town we were just in up in the distance there, and just being able to run to it with no loading screens or anything. Which is definitely a big boon of current gen video games. Because what they said, Final Fantasy VII 2 is 2 discs on the PlayStation 5, which is just fucking absurd. How big of a goddamn game is that? This game's 100 gigabytes. Before updates.
Oh, we fucked it.
And it's only 1 disc. It's 2 discs?
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded.
Like,
Have you
hold
found
on.
the bastard yet?
I'm
Only
interested.
what was left of him.
Imagine porting that shit to the PC. It's a big download. How many?
This.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell you. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
Oh yeah, there you go. PS5 game discs come on Ultra HD Blu-ray discs that can hold up to 100 gigabytes. So this game just barely fits on one disc.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you.
PlayStation 4 games came on a standard Blu-ray disc, only able to hold 50 gigs. Because Final Fantasy VII on PS4 was 2 discs as well. But yeah, they didn't advertise it like they did with Part 2. I love that, though. It's such a good little gag of like, hey, it's on 2 discs, fucker. Get ready.
The bridge to Eastbo's men.
Yeah, seeing that 100 gigs. So this game's just barely there. That's big. God, I'm gonna have to make some I had to delete like 3 games to make this fit. I better be 100% done with this by the time 7 comes out, because this is absolutely gonna have to get deleted. It's the biggest game on my PS5 by like
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
3 times more than the one below it. Most of my games on here are like fighting games or smaller RPGs that are like 20 to 30 gigs. Yeah, just gotta get another hard drive. What the hell are you? You're cool, that's what you are. I've thought about getting like the SSD like thing for my PS5. And I do use my PS5 a lot, and when stuff like Persona 3 comes out, it's like I'm gonna play that on here. But I'd keep just getting more stuff for my PC. Like, I love physical media, and when games come out, I'm going to buy them and play them on my PS5. And then maybe down the line, I'll buy them for my PC, like, on sale, and play them on PC if I want to. Is this just a dude? Okay.
That's enough.
Like, I was just realizing today that I do actually have a fair amount of games on PS5 now. Now that stuff's actually coming out for these systems. Like, I don't need it. I just like having the discs. I like the feeling of seeing them on the shelf is nice. And alphabetizing them and all that. But I don't need them to be physical. Like, what is it? They announced Alan Wake 2, a game I'm super excited about, is only gonna be digital. And I'm like, that's fair. I'll still buy it, and I'm still gonna play it and probably love it. And if it's digital only, it's like I'm just gonna get it on my PC if I can.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours.
I think that comes out like this Halloween.
Look, I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait, that's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You one of Martha's, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in
Is this our
and
first
slaughter them.
hunt?
But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right.
Absolutely.
I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait.
That's fair.
When you see
Nice if you have a bunch of games on your shelf. Less nice when your primary game device is portable. And you don't want to carry all those with you. I had a case for my Switch, and it was great. I bought it I got my Switch day one, and I bought that case that same day, and it was awesome. It held, I think it was 12 games or something along those lines, and it was perfect for the first year of having a Switch. But nowadays, I have more Switch games than... It's blocked a little bit by the game. I have more Switch games than fit on one shelf of my bookshelf. I have like 50 or 60 physical Switch games. I don't want to carry all of them around with me, but it is a pain. Sometimes like, oh, I want to be able to have stuff to play with people. I have to carry a bunch of cartridges. You'll team up combos. Oh man, GBA collectors. Yeah. I honestly, all my Game Boy games are just in a Tupperware container, like with the lid on it, because where else am I gonna put it?
I'm gonna find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
And I'm just like, I'm at the point where, like, if I buy a DS or 3DS game that I want to play, I'm not buying it card only, because I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't care if it costs an extra $30 to get it with the case. I want to be able to put it in the case and put it on the shelf, you know? This guy looks big. I kind of want to fight him. But Game Boy games, yeah, it's rough. Oh, it's one of these Minotaurs. Oh, okay, I dodged it a little bit. Whoa! Nice. I parried that, I guess? Sure. Oh, great, we're pulling more dudes into it. Okay, there's so many enemies over here. Whew. All right. That's fun, though. Like, actually having a fight with a lot to deal with.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer
Excellent delivery.
saved the entire pack.
I have my dog
Again,
with
if
me.
You didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you?
Oh, Frederick.
You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks, dear master.
Thank you. But yeah, on that note of like collecting things, as is clear, Nintendo 64 is like one of my main collections, and it's a real shame that those games don't put what game they are on the spine of the cartridge, like NES or Super Nintendo games. You just want a shelf full of gray. I know people make like the little vinyl stickers you can put on the spines so that you can actually shelve them and see like what they all are. But it's the principle. Why did they just decide to not? And so many of them I find when I'm going through, like, trying to find ones I need, that it's just like, as some kid scribbled in Sharpie,
I remember coming here with
007 on the spine of it.
This area seemed a very different place back then.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
Man, hair tech is impressive in games nowadays.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
Ah. You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive. My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Never really got to see Clive in just casual wear.
13 years of killing. 13 years. Without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony, when we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Ooh,
Perhaps
new
now
outfit.
people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn
It's a good
became
look.
Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you.
Having the red in
Lady
it
Hannah.
gives it a much more like hero armor look.
You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short
Whereas before, the like pure gray
Soon you're
imperial
going to
look
be
was a
back
lot
to
more
happier
generic.
times. Fare you well.
And of course, gotta
My lord and lady.
be next to her, Jill's blue.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Ooh, what was that?
If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix.
New armor? Invictus. It is slightly better than what I had. It's fucking cool looking. Yeah, all this is better than what I had. Just a whole new set of armor.
Skate. Let's go.
It's a really cool looking sword. See if I have any points to spend. All these are maxed. We have 1,000 points. Details. Increase the amount of hits. Yeah, let's get that. This is my big damage dealer. Oh yeah, I almost had enough for that. Oh well. Create a wall of fire that dispels incoming enemy projectiles before launching multiple shock waves to deal damage to enemies. Dispelling an enemy projectile increases the number of shock waves as well as shortens cooldown. You can adjust with L. That seems interesting. So a projectile counter. And to drive one too. Rook's Gambit. Oh yeah, that's the. So it looks like, yeah, you get your two like big hit AoE, and then you can buy like a evasive counter move. Yeah, let's get a longer teleport, because that has been an issue. Is like I just don't quite make it to the enemy when I warp. Got a shop.
Anything take your fancy?
Gaia Blade. Oh yeah, same stuff.
Come back soon now.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers?
Hmm?
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want
Not everyone's terrible.
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve.
Am I gonna have people I can send off on little Facebook game missions?
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
Their own little quests.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business.
You know, I really like how much
Show him your
in the lead up to this game, like just looking at it, Clive looks like such like an edgy hero man, but he's actually like really soft. I like that.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not
I mean, you look at him, you'd think he'd be edgy black swordsman man.
Come on, let's go and meet that bearer. He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around.
Yeah, refreshing is a good way to put it. Just everything about him, like, actually his voice, his mannerisms, and, like, actually seeing him emote and, like, the expressions he gives. Again, I was saying the faces are modeled immaculately, but he's just a nice guy. Nice, soft-spoken guy.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have
I'm very much enjoying all of our main party, I guess you could call it, at this point.
The beatings, the evictions,
Clive, Jill, and Sid. And Torgal, of course.
Oh, listen to me. Telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either. Though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day. Almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
That sick jump, dude.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer. An elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No.
I've also said it before, but I am very much enjoying playing a new Final Fantasy that feels like an old Final Fantasy.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a
It's been a while.
Is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales.
But since the last one was
Can you?
your boy band crew cruising around in their
Anyway, you'll be round
convertible
here
top down.
Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Not that that's a bad game. That's a good game for what it is, for the most part.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with them.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Just
Joe,
point me the way.
for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Oh yeah. Did that automatically get marked? It did. I appreciate the wide range that these fast travel markers are activated from. I didn't even see this one and it's already activated. Troubled youth.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
Fade to black explanation, of course.
Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him, and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
We gotta find some old man out in the woods.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Just concentrate on finding him.
Just hanging out in the wheat fields.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
Ah, okay, yeah, this little path. Yeah, this is definitely one thing video games nowadays have gotten really good at, and it's always nice, is how dense and lush you can make foliage. Just grass and shrubs. super nice.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
What big dumb monster are we gonna have to fight?
We can't lead them to the old man.
Giant bugs.
Agreed.
Die monsters. Whoa, that's so much further than it was before. That's so good. Holy shit. You gotta use that 100 gigabytes somehow, yeah. It is always interesting when you can see a game and see like how much is used on what. How much is just used on like Clive's face or Clive's little cape and making it look nice. Gotta make Mario's denim overalls look as close to real denim as possible.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Poor guy.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all, she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Yeah. Dang, 1200 gil. Things have been relatively calm since we had our giant fight with Garuda last time. It's a nice change of pace. Big door!
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this.
Damn.
No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the
Oh.
absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force.
Interesting.
The problems are all that's left.
There's no ether to pull from the earth to shoot magic, so you can't. That's interesting.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive.
So some shit's gonna go down when we get there.
It's time to discover the truth.
Cool. Yes, that's where we started. Arthur's Rest, East Pool, then the Dim. So all the like gray spots on the map are like Deadlands? Because yeah, our base is in one. And they did say it's coming from the north. That's rough. Let's hit up our hideaway real quick, see if there's any upgrading or anything we can do before we press onward. Fast load. Where's our Moogle? Do we have our Moogle friend? Can I talk to him?
Oh, nice cloak.
I want one.
Oh yeah, that's where you can replay stages. I want my Moogle friend.
And what do you want? Go on then.
Yeah, none of this is as
Finished,
good as
are
what
ya?
I have.
Well, so what'll it be?
Okay, I can't. Already made a Stormcry. I can't upgrade the sword I have, I guess, since it's purple, which is like unique, I guess.
Anything else?
So I'm just with this for a little bit. There's the Moogle. I hope I can see like a cactuar or something. Not a yummy nut in sight, Kupo. My Kupo nut. Alright. Not much to do here. Onward.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around.
What was our chocobo's name again? Or silver chocobo? I can't remember. Something like Ambrosia or something like that?
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Damn. Holy shit. That's kind of rad. I can only hope that we can be reunited with our chocobo here.
What is it, Torgal? Clive.
That's him. He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
Luckily, they're just here.
Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
In there?
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
It's a cool door.
Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore.
Ooh. It's music.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens.
Getting a little dungeon.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could
hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Cool.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
I'll reiterate how damn pretty this game is.
Jill?
More guardians.
What do we do?
The usual.
The combat shrine. Fallen bug. Whoa, easy now.
No trouble.
Yo, these things are cool.
Stay down.
Oh, okay. I have to remember to dodge. It's important. They are fast.
It's over. Stay down. How can these things still function?
How can any of this?
Give me all that.
This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
I'm very excited to be in a very dungeon-like setting for the first time. Yes, but there's some little puzzles and stuff to do as well.
That's enough. Stay down.
Chest. 50 gil. Oh, this is where we were fighting. Phoenix and Ifrit were fighting at the beginning. When we got knocked into the ground. All these pillars. Okay.
Looks like you could take a beat.
That makes some sense now as to the weird place we were going through. Whoa! Yeah, a little Dark Soulsy in the area design, level design, whatever. Oh, okay. You heard. Understood.
You know what to do, boy.
Pull him down.
Sick of Toggle.
Oh, that's her ice. I got very worried for a second.
Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Nice. Bigger fights like that are super satisfying. They're not, like, really difficult at all, but they're fun. I wonder what the actual, like, difference is for combat on... Because there wasn't, like, a difficulty selection by, like, normal standards. It was, like, story focus or action focus. Plus there's, like, what is it? The items we got that we can use. That was the... What was it? Oh yeah, automatic doggo. Time slows down before an evadable attack, so you get more time to dodge. Automatically evade attacks. Do combos by like auto combo or automatic healing. Which not a bad thing, you know? So that anyone can enjoy the game. Oh, like straight up bombs?
Whatever they are, I don't think
That's awesome. Are you gonna grow and blow up the standard? This is what I want. Give me some more standard, like, classic Final Fantasy monsters. Ow. Such great looking bombs.
It's over.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
What's all this?
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent
Place
on murdering
huge.
us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Hooded Man is just Joshua, right? Oh, okay.
Stay down.
Ow. Oh, okay. So much bullshit on the screen. need to get better at reacting to, like, which attack to do after a perfect dodge. Oh, don't hit my dog. God, okay, hold up. Hold up.
Give them all you've got, boy. Sicko toggle.
Whoop, whoop. I can't read those numbers that well. There's too much brightness behind them. Oh, it just keeps going.
Stay down.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest. It's over.
Get him, boy.
Stay down. It's over.
Guess we're getting a lot of items. A lot of money. Guess I should see if I have anything I can spend. 400? Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'll try this. I'll drop my AoE for the counter. Because I like Rising Flames a lot, and I already put points into upgrading that. Let's see. And if it hits, if it reflects a projectile, it gets extra 1 cent back. I just have to get in my mind to do that instead of dodging. It'll look cool if I do it right, though. And that's the goal. Boss fight?
I don't like this.
Ooh. That looks like,
Seems the feeling's mutual.
why can't I think of their name? It's a classic Final Fantasy anime. Yeah, Iron Giant. Whoop. Woo! Okay. Understood. Okay, he's got 1-2s. Oh, he hit me on the backswing. That did not work, but that's fine.
Get him, boy. Get him.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Okay.
Not for long, it isn't. With me.
This is some FF14 boss fight shit.
Down.
This is our chance.
Not this time.
Oh, okay. I kind of just went right into that one.
My wound's boy. Yeah, boy. I'll be fine now. Sick of
There we go. That was a cool fight. Dismantled. So we're going to start having phases where we're going to have to, like, knock the enemy out of an attack before it happens.
It's done.
This game could have a pretty fun, like, boss rush mode. I know you can, like, replay levels, but just like, hey, I just want to fight these cool bosses again.
And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill.
Don't humanize the machines to make yourself feel worse.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Ooh, stuff. I like stuff. Probably some potions. I guess I'll crack one. I did get hurt a little bit. I forgot about active time lore. What? Excuse me?
Alright then.
You're too cool. That's not allowed. Lich. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a projectile. I can use Heat Wave for. There it is. Damn, that's really good if you land that. So you can mash to make that go longer. Thresh. This guy seems kind of easy to parry. I say as I get walloped. That's way too powerful. Holy shit. What is the deal? That did so much damage in, like, stagger.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Oh, but it feels really good. It seems like Heat Wave is really good for bosses, but the AoE is good for groups of smaller enemies. I only have 2 at a time, though. And I like my big single hit. The Phoenix Wing. Spectre. Yeah, this is when the AoE would be good. I do always like, if you have an action RPG, having like the mechanic of stagger. Remember, that was one of the things I really liked when I played Final Fantasy 13, was like, oh, you want to like do certain combos to get the stagger gauge going, and then you can deal big damage, and it feels good here. Trip an enemy, pull him down with Garuda, and then deal big damage. It's a good reward. It allows you to give, like, a boss a big fat health bar that's, like, taking forever to go down, but then you can trip them up and do, like, a third of their health in an instant.
You know what to do, boy. Not this time. Lights.
Well, that did something.
I do prefer a more, like, active leveling up. I mean, I guess you level up and your stats just go up, and then you get ability points that you can spend on moves, which kind of cuts the middle. But I like, you level up and your stats can go up or not. I'm fine either way. Not like Final Fantasy X, where it's like, you don't, like, level up at all, really. You get points and you spend them to unlock nodes on the sphere grid, and those change your characters. So it's like, if you want more health, put points into health. If you want more attack, put points onto attack nodes. Learn different moves, all that. That's definitely my favorite way to level up in RPGs. Distributing points. but that also often lets you make absolutely busted characters. Like with like the Mario and Luigi games, where it's just like, not just keep put those bonuses into power for Mario. Make him beefy.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
You froze my dog.
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
That ringing. Ugh. Oh, God. That's some anime shit right there. Some Kingdom Hearts shit.
What? I'm back.
Joshua! Stop it! Please!
Forgot how visceral this was. That's some, like, Evangelion fight right here. Very Ava versus Angel. Just the, like, berserk ripping.
I did this. I killed him. Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him, and I blamed another for what I did, to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran from everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
But he's not dead though, right? Bob just thinks he's dead? Wait, do I have to fight Ifrit? Oh, I mean, I guess this is the way to do it. It's a fucking cool looking Ifrit.
To the truth that awaits me. I will press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
God. What do you want me to do about that? And we deal damage. Yo, that's pretty cool. It didn't hit though, I was too far away.
Not this time.
There it is, that's what I need to land. Oh! Attack it. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I should probably leave. Mash it out. I mean, we deal good damage when we get hits in. Yeah, they did make it very, like, Titan-esque in this. these two. I mean, it's always a really cool thing to do.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Oh! Okay. Just has the same moves. Okay, he's fucking me up. Get it together. Harry feels so good.
Not this time.
He's got a lot of health, I just realized. Don't let me do that.
I see. You'd help me learn by example.
Yes, oh, we better get that after this fight. Oh my god, chill out. Yeah, straight up devil trigger. Well, it's what, like, we saw Sid do it by, like, partially summoning Rama into his, like, electric form. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. Oh, that's pulling me in. Oh!
Escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from
There are
you.
3 Clives in this scene.
once and for all.
Oh, just add a new gauge to the screen. Accept the truth. Yo, this game knows how to do boss fights.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
Oh, immediately down. God, damage.
Truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Yo. Dude, I said the hypest shit ever. I'll take the boss fights being kinda easy when they're that fucking cinematic and rad. It's like you can't help but have a dumb grin with it. It's so good. Yeah, a little bit of a better game. Oh, man.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine.
But I got cooler fire powers now, Jill. Check them out.
No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
This feels like a good spot to put like an end of Act 1.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And
Yeah, those
since I'm
baby
still
blues really
breathing,
pop.
I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
What? You're having a nice, wholesome scene. Castle Dazbog? Oh yeah, the Titan guy. So we've seen Ifrit, Phoenix, Shiva, Titan, Rama, Bahamut,
The man
and
who delivered the coffer said... He said Sid
Odin?
paid him.
Alright, chill out, guy.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. No!
Yes, my lord.
I assume you're our next target. box, the box.
Benedicta.
Ifrit awoken. Yeah, we dealt with Benedicta a while ago. I wasn't even thinking about her. Clive has gained control of the icon Ifrit. Allow access to new icon access. Rate gauge slots for Ifrit's abilities are shared. For those with Phoenix, and can be confirmed in the main menu. Oh, they're shared with Phoenix? Yes, they're both fire. Limit break. Yeah, fair enough. Limit break. Semi-prime by pressing L3, R3. The Rage of Olympus. Drive your blade, Kratos. Builds by taking damage as well as performing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Temporarily grants increased attack potency, speed, gradual HP regen, and guard-breaking strikes. The double trigger.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
Let's see. Oh, right in the center. Interesting. What do we have? Limit break, straight up. What's the upgrade for limit break? Recommended for use after staggering enemy or when Clive's HP is low. Yeah, just to go ham or to keep yourself... Cannot be KO'd whilst... Oh! You straight up can't die while in limit break, even if HP is lower to 0. That's interesting. Changes attack style, doubles spells, increases charged magic burst, precision shot potency by 10%, icon ability potency by 10, restore HP, increase defense by 10%, prevent stagger. Upgrade as a second and third limit break. So you just get an extra gauge. You stay in it longer. Will of the Wikes. Summon a storm of fireballs that circle about Clive, damaging nearby targets while absorbing damage. Just get little options around, little soul satellites. While charging. Oh, okay, that seems sick. Multiple hits forcing the enemy back can be used in midair. Charging star.
All right, we should arrange an introduction.
Whoops. You know what? I should save. That's important. Damn. Okay. Be nice if I could equip more, but is what it is. I liked Rising Flames a lot, but Ignition seems cool. And Heat Wave was super nice for the projectile counter. But let's just try the new one.
Then.
And we're just heading back. I'll try to save up to increase our limit break gauge. Which also looks a lot like the limit break gauge from 14.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
I was we didn't have to fight anything here. I mean, I guess they said there's no monsters in the Deadlands. Yeah, of course.
What happened here?
Wonderful.
Imperials, you pay for this.
We've got a live one.
Answer me!
Yo, holy shit, that's sick. Oh, there's a lot of dudes.
No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Yeah, you can just catch multiple enemies up in it. That's so good.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one!
Kill all the ducal dogs! Ducal dogs? They were innocent people!
Let's do it. It's so goofy, I love it. Oh, that goes away quick, though.
It's over. I will never fall.
Just laying on the wall. Goofy. Ooh, you can charge up your, like, charge moves while in animations like that. That's kind of good. I have to remember that.
All must burn! The bearers and those
Large
who sheltered
lad.
them. By Empress Annabella's command!
What do you mean sheltered them?
My mother ordered this.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, I still got donked. The time slow on the parry is perfect. That hurt. Oh, I'm not on my dog. Oh, damn it. What a waste of a potion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Will-o'-the-Wisp thing. Replace it with the projectile counter. It seems like okay. Like, you get extra damage from them orbiting around you. Level up. But the big counter is more fun.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Damn.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
Can't go like an hour without something like fucked
Acting on
up.
the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest.
Who's this fuck?
Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm forced to go back. I imagine we can still, like, have more there. That's probably out of the whole area. Still have all this zone. Still a good amount of game left, for sure. Yes, clearly evil Mr. Evil Fivehead.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on, then.
Yeah, none of these particularly useful at the moment.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Alright, Sid. It's been a minute. You need to get some more screen time.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you
Oh,
looking to get yourself
old main
into
theme?
now?
The best
That kind of
kind.
sounds like it.
We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
Oh boy.
And pay a visit to Mother.
That won't lead to any horrible emotional scenes. Earlier, what a castle. Why would you build it in a way that it'll
farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
build it in a way that looks like it's about to fall over from its own weight at any given moment?
Granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight.
If you made a marble couch that had pillows on it, you'd think you would sit on pillows.
Will we feed those without?
Yes, take my flower
And instead
away.
of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away,
It is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must
Manifest
find a way to
destiny.
extract
God
the
says we
crystal.
have to go
How
take
much
that
will
land.
cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Setting up a lot of different groups now.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
Just draining up all the power from the earth.
Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind.
The planet's
well,
bleeding.
I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
Sucking up all the life stream.
For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups. The gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals?
Very, very similar. Well, a lot of Final Fantasy does that kind of thing, but
bearers and dominance anymore.
easy to compare it to FF7 with the remake coming out soon as well. Just mining all the energy into materia or crystals.
And we can't very
and killing
well
the planet.
set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Very excited to actually see one of the, like, other crystals up close. As pretty as this game can be.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
New items! And side quests. The bunks. Oh, is this downstairs. Cool. Red letter day. I'm gonna check out the shop first.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick peek.
Got a quest out there too. We do. Needs of the many.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Longsword, yeah, nothing as good as what I have. A lot of stuff sold out. Keep wave cooldown. Ooh. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Don't really need that. It fills up pretty fast on its own.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and a tintyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
I heard Otto barking at his lion.
Clive, was it?
What do you got for me, Otto?
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking
I
about
guess
bringing
so.
out a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still. Might work to our
Gotta hit that every now and then,
advantage
see
on
what
this
it's telling me.
occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
The stealth our way in.
This.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you.
I'm sorry?
Who is this dame?
Is that an actual phrase?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
What?
Don't go
I don't.
blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Client reports unlocked. Client reports now available at the counter. The hideaway's mess. Reports compiled by curse breakers contain information on quests currently available. Oh, so I can see like any quest available anywhere on the map.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh,
Oh, you're the new lad, huh? Goat at your service.
Goat?
Well, at the hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the
little
curse
duty
breakers.
finder board.
Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. Here you go.
Find quest, run Valistea. Also travel immediately to Obelisk near them. Thank you. That's such a thing. Like, it's totally fine if you don't. But, like, having to, like, look here to see it and then walk over and fast travel. Just, like, yeah, just let me do it all together. While the cat's away. Martha's Rest. And then to... in the Holy Empire.
Think you can help?
Cool. And then we have some here too.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for?
Fair enough.
Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
I mean, it's not my problem.
Tell me where to look.
Are you serious?
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies.
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, and if you can find Sid...
If it's there.
Okay.
Wonderful. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long.
Let's get him
out in the
started.
elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
That's where we're going anyway, right? Oh, and I can hit local map. Ah. Yeah, and I can see the letters are there. Nice. None of them are marked as important. They're just like regular side quests. No exclamation marks.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
He's so upset.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
We do have three people.
I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to...
with
icons.
icons.
Pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon
Pretty
comes
strong.
naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northridge.
Oh, we
in a
can't all
few
go
days.
together?
You two behave now.
I want to hang out with Sid. It's old Sidolphus. So I'll warp in here and do the letter quest on our way up there.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me? The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
I'm always impressed with so much, like, so many lines recorded for a game like this.
In the right area.
Even these little side quests that you absolutely can avoid, and easily avoid, have their own lines.
More of the lost supplies.
The amount of hours in the booth.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No
Dog
idea if it was your
literally
letter,
eating
but
the
you never
paper?
know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me.
To the village, then.
Someone's been feeding it. It's eating paper. Some other side quests to do here as well. Might as well start them if I'm walking by them.
Oh, you're Sid's man. If I couldn't trouble
I
you
am.
for some assistance, could I?
That depends.
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quentin a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just...
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there. Take it.
Oh, they're just right there? I guess I'll do it then.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Alright, fetch quest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Got anything cool?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
No.
Keep
Not in the
fighting
slightest.
good fight.
Sun's setting fast.
What are you? Oh.
If you've something to ask.
No, I do
Very good,
not.
then.
I have nothing to talk to you about.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting.
Bread.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Can't go wrong with bread.
Don't tell me.
Much like cheese, there are many kinds of bread, and they're pretty much all great.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
There you go.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
That's a pretty straightforward quest. Gilbug.
Back, are you? Did Master Quinton summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Drying your clothes with arrow magic. Love it. Oh, back this way. Hold on. Give me this letter, dog. Is that your pattern, or are you just very dirty?
Seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
I'll go back and do that at some point. We'll be back in the safe house eventually. Oh, yeah, because this went to the castle where we fought Garuda, and that's where we actually fought Garuda. So I'm heading this way now. Chocobo. I would love a chocobo so much. Oh yeah, I was gonna change these out. Let me see. I was gonna switch Will of the Wykes for Heat Wave. I still like Ignition. It's just cool.
Get him! You know what to do, boy. It's over.
Seeing those numbers get big. 1,000. 1,000 damage. Ooh. Dragon? Straight up?
Not this time.
Ooh. That was fast.
A little help.
Nice.
Not this time. Too slow.
Nice. Oh, this is what you were guarding. Experience is just so low. Griffin's Head Braid. Is that one of these? Burning blade damage by 7%. Eh. Yeah, I'll pop that on instead. Sort everything. I don't know what it's sorting it by. Without just sorting by number, just raw stat. I haven't felt like there's been any need for any grinding in this game so far. I'm totally fine if there's not. But I feel like I can just kind of ignore most of these enemies unless they're like in the road and just fight the bigger ones for fun. I don't have to worry about, like, other party members getting left behind level-wise. Jeez, poor dog.
Not this time.
Save up some more of those points. I think it was like either 16 or 1800 for another limit break gauge.
The checkpoint.
the dame has friends in the south.
Welcome, good... Bugger off, Branded. Can't you see I'm
Damn.
a customer?
And a chine of roast egg.
A plum! For the apple of your...
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Search for the Dame. The chocobos.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a brand.
It's fucked up.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
And what can I do for you? And a fine,
Nothing.
fine day to you.
You want something, you come back with your master. I won't sell to some stray.
It's handcrafted from the...
The one person wearing brightly colored clothes. It's actually saturated.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
I'm scared.
You're the dame.
Adult.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel.
Isabel.
Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
You say these are all from Dalmatia?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
I thought you didn't want me to buy anything.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't
know,
so bad.
Branded's,
Wasn't so
as
bad.
far as it
They
goes,
might have recognized
fairly
me.
tame.
But they didn't. And
There could
even
be
if
a
they
lot
had,
scummier
they
terms
wouldn't have
being
done
thrown
anything about
around.
it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Ooh, this town looks cool. Iron Flagon, Dragon's Armor, Imperial Training Grounds.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
I always like the look of like the fantasy medieval towns that are like tiered, like built on a hill.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Wow.
Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
It's a pretty good name for a brothel.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best.
And we've found a lot of people recently with these side quests. Seal, Moon and Stars.
Proof of that
I'd kind of like if
trust.
you got to see like all
And
these
hopefully
seals
enough
like
to keep
on
prying eyes
Clive.
from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Let's do it. The Dame.
I should probably start here.
Hey, tell me.
You wear the dame's brooch.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted
And
her.
Realizing Clive shows a lot of chest in this
The
outfit.
day before.
He has
She was in tears.
unlaced that
She'd
blouse.
lost her comb. A gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm
told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name.
That's suspicious.
But I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Alright, let's go fuck this guy up.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little...
Got just a couple of quests here too.
Excuse me, you there?
Nah, I'm good for now.
The markets are
It's not been half a moon since Bellum's talk.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
What
There's
shits?
only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Oh, she's up here? Taking the long way.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
I guess so.
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact.
I'll fight him.
His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Way up here. Man, more side quests? Jeez. They're really just loading them on us now. The game finally, like, kinda opened up. Again, I do like just being able to see stuff in the distance that you can just go to. It's cool.
Oriflamme. How many bearers
right
suffer
there.
to keep your granaries full?
Ominous.
That's enough for today, Branded.
Vulture, whoops. Up in fences.
That's enough carrying you. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
It's a very small town.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one.
But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal.
That
I
sounds
stood
about right.
firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most.
She has
helpful.
everyone under her thumb. Please tell her I did good. I did my job. Why is the music in the meadow so ominous?
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves.
Bloated wolf.
Get any closer to the village.
Oh, wolf combos.
That's it.
Oh, you're the boss. I was like, why are you so strong? Relative, at least. Really did put up a fight. Those poor doggos got snuffed out. Oh.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
The comb. Did you run away to a lip and just get fucked up by wolves?
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel.
None of these are ending
Perhaps
well.
the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Oh, is that the... Oh yeah, this is still technically the same map. Yeah, it's been here so long and running around, I forgot it's technically the same map as where we started, because there's Lost Wing in the distance there.
Weren't expecting any new brand.
If it was a
You are still in one piece, I see. You
I
will be
am.
pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
At least one of us has good news.
You needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatien. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatien. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Yeah, XP for finding corpses in a meteorite.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
So we're due for a big battle. Got so many side quests. Which way am I going? Righting wrongs. I guess this path. You gain levels pretty slow in this, I'm realizing. We've been playing for 3.5 hours, and I've given like 1 level per hour. But there are pretty good swaths of just not doing combat. Big door.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
That's a good shot. A lot of really pretty vistas. I can't hear that kind of drum without thinking about Gorons. It's been embedded. This place definitely seems fancier than anywhere else we've been.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic?
How many breads have you eaten?
Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. That'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Alright. I feel like this is a good stopping point before Northreach. For something that'll definitely be big. Let's turn in that side quest we did and save the game.
Barking at his lot earlier.
Yeah, these side quests, there's a lot of them. They don't seem to be much to them, and you don't get a huge reward out of them, so I'm definitely gonna cut back on doing them.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto
found the things you'd...
Yep, got your stuff.
Only a little...
Can't have that Xenoblade problem of just doubling your game's playtime by doing kind of frivolous side quests.
But if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that
Sometimes
keeps
you get
Sid
some
sane
more.
while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man.
Maybe it's worth
Thanks
it.
to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Yeah, 20 XP. It's like that's less than a single fight. But get a little bit of lore. Fair enough. $22. Literally, it's an even 1,000 to get an upgrade for it. Okay, I can save up for that. We'll be able to get that. Cool. Cool. Save again just to be safe. Nice. Game's consistently very good. We got 9 out of 50 trophies. Which ones did we get? Yeah, we got that one. Wow, only 70% of people have made it that far. At this point, the game's been out for a little over a week. I mean, I guess I'm one of those that just made it to there. I assume that's probably beating the game. Execute 2 heat wave counters in a single battle Defeat 5 enemies in the air after using Deadly Embrace. Okay. Gouge, Wicked Wheel, and Rook's Gambit in midair before landing. A lot of combat-based ones. You can pet the dog. Visit all areas on the world and local maps. I might try to go for everything. We'll see. I know it's because, like, Street Fighters are super weird. The way its trophies are laid out, they're, like, split into 3 groups. Like, Fighting Ground, which I almost have everything for, except for do 45 combo trials. And then the World Tour trophies. And then actually Street Fighter. 0% of people have Platinum Street Fighter. That's wild. But, I mean, I guess some of these are 20 Extreme Battles. Win 20 Avatar Battles. Win 10 tournaments. Fight in the Battle Hub 100 times. Ranking challenge. Spectate. Spectate. Avatar battle. Get 200 nice fans. 600 nice fans. Make friends. Interesting ones. Anyway. Gonna wrap it up there for tonight. Game is very good. Little easy, but I did see there's like an extra mode you unlock after you beat the game. That's like a new game plus that like completely reworks it to be more difficult, which is kind of nice. And I wanted to check. So we're a little over 10 hours in or so. Let people are actually beating it. It's about 30-ish hours, so we're like a third of the way through. So check. Let's see. $47 main quests, and we're 19 in? Just seeing a list of quests. 47 main quests, and we're 19 quests in. Excuse me. That's not bad. We got a handful of them done tonight. So, that's going to be it for tonight. I will keep playing some Final Fantasy. And also try to finish Indiana Jones over the next week. I'm hoping Indy won't be too much more to beat. I'll be very excited to spin the wheel and get some good stuff to play instead. Probably will be next weekend. This coming weekend before we do anything else. Have a couple of days break like normal. It'll probably just be more of the same. Just do some Indiana Jones, do some Final Fantasy. Once we finish Indiana Jones, I might just go ahead and do that crowd control thing I want to do before we go into another N64 game. Because it's been a minute. It's been like 2 months since we last did crowd control. It's been a good break. So that'll probably be the goal. Beat Indy. Keep working on Final Fantasy. Do Donkey Kong crowd control. That way, when the Crash Bandicoot crowd control comes out, it'll be a nice gap again. And then we'll do some more N64 stuff until Pikmin comes out. Still super stoked on Pikmin. Every little bit they show of that makes me want it more. I don't think I have any other plans for stuff to stream besides working on that N64. It's nice to have the N64 thing as just a, like, fill a gap kind of thing. Always something to play with that in the back. Yeah, I think just Pikmin is it. until August, when other stuff starts to come out. Like Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, I'll probably take a look at. There really isn't that much in August either, is there? Bomb Rush. Samba de Amigo. Yeah, it's not till later in the year when we're just going to get absolutely slammed with Nintendo games. Because September... Let's see. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat comes out. Mortal Kombat 1 is a big one. I may or may not stream some Baldur's Gate 3 when that comes out. I think some D&D stuff could be fun. It depends on what else is going on. We could take a quick look at that, do a session or two. It was fun when we played Skyrim, so I think something like that with D&D style could be super, super fun to mess around with. Because I definitely want to play it on my own. Let's see. There's a Grinch game coming out in October. Super weird. But yeah, October is definitely when games start picking up. Detective Pikachu, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Mario Bros. Wonder, Metal Gear Solid Collection, Alone in the Dark. Plenty to play this holiday. But now we're going to keep working on what we got. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Super appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Good night.